Welcome back to the Advanced Latin Percussion for Drummers tutorial. Today we are going to be looking at the cascara pattern, the first variation of that pattern. As you remember, because I think you have been practicing this, the first position of the cascara pattern is the original one, and it starts on the first beat of the first measure. I will play that, just to refresh our memories, I will play that on my right hi-hat with the clave on my left hand, okay? So it goes like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, that is the original cascara pattern. Today, we are going to be looking at the first variation of that pattern. Okay? So, I am going to play now that variation on the hi-hat, and I keep the clave here so that you can understand and you can hear how it sounds. Okay? So, this new variation, this first variation, starts on the second beat of the first measure. You can see it on the charts on your screen, okay? And this is it. Here we go. So, that is the first variation of the cascara pattern. Believe me, everything I played on that first segment of this tutorial is just that. I just played, first I played the regular bell, and I played some different ideas, some different grooves on the toms and the cowbell. And then I went to the right cymbal, playing the cascara pattern, the original one, the one starts on the 1. I was playing it on my cymbal, my right cymbal, and I was playing different ideas on the toms and the other cymbals on my drum set. Okay? So, now I'm going to play both patterns. The original one on the hi-hat and the new one on the rim of the snare one, of the snare drum, sorry, so that you can hear how it sounds. Okay, so here it goes. Okay, now I'm going to play it again, and I'm going to add the bass drum in it so that it grooves a little bit more. Here it comes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, that is both patterns together. Okay, so your exercise for today is to practice your cascara pattern, to learn this melody, which is the first variation of the cascara pattern, to learn it as a melody, okay, and then you will want to start playing some variations of that pattern on your drum set. I'll give you an example. For instance, I'm going to keep quarter notes on my hi-hat so that you can hear the pulse, and then I'll play first the variation as it is on the snare drum, and then I will play the variation just changing a few drums, playing on the toms, for instance, okay? So, this is an example. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. that's the one. Back to the one. Okay, so that is a class for today. So practice these exercises because there is a lot more coming. So this is only the first variation, which starts on the second beat of the first bar. Then we have to go through the whole cycle of the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and so forth. And later, we are going to start playing the off beats. So the one and the clave will start just a half a beat after the original position. So things will get a little bit tricky, but this is only good for you because you will gain a lot of independence and coordination. Okay, there's another thing. On the first tutorials, we were talking only about the clave, and we have seen only the original clave and the first variation. Okay, now the idea is that once you get the hang of this, once you understand how to change from the position, you practice all the different positions of the clave. I am going to go back to this later on. I just don't want to bore you with just doing clave endlessly because there is 16 different positions for the clave and there is 16 different positions for the cascara. So there's a lot of territory to be covered. And for now, we are just doing a couple of variations on each rhythm, and we are talking now about our hands only. Then we have to think about our feet also, you know? So there is a lot to be done. If you are patient and you stick to the tutorial, you're going to gain a lot. If you are new on this tutorial, please hit subscribe and the little bell also. And then I hope to see you the next time soon. Bye-bye now.